Everyone knows extraction games are defined by brutal, mandatory wipes, right? Wrong. Arc Raiders just threw the entire genre playbook out of the window. If you're scared of losing your gear, you need to see how Embark has made resetting your progress the single most rewarding thing you can do in this game. Look, we all know the pain. You grind for 3 months, finally get a meta loadout, and then the developer hits the big red button and wipes everything. It's a blunt instrument used to handle gear inflation, and it alienates the majority of the gaming audience, the casual player. If you've ever felt punished for having a job in extraction shooter, the system, called the Expedition Project, is Embark's subtle apology. The Expedition Project unlocks when you hit level 20, and it runs on a predictable 8-week cycle. When you complete an expedition and choose a reset, you lose all your temporary stuff. Your character levels, the skills you bought, your crafting capabilities, and all the gear you stuffed in your inventory. And that's the tax you pay. But here's the brilliance. Anything metagame related, anything you bought with real money, your achievements, rankings, and all your earned cosmetics, these are permanently kept. This means your long-term account progression is never truly erased. Now that's the mechanism, but the decision is still yours. So, if and when you hit level 20, would you immediately risk wiping for the buffs and cosmetics? Or would you wait until the last possible week of the 8-week cycle to guarantee maximum progress first? Let me know your thoughts. Now, why would you willingly subject yourself to gear reset? Simple. Incentives. Embark is dangling serious carrots. Permanent account unlocks, unique cosmetics, rewards tied specifically to the expedition, and temporary account buffs that last for the next 8-week cycle. Think of it as hitting the snooze button on the early game grind, but getting paid in shiny cosmetics for doing it. Veteran players can skip most of the annoying onboarding and tutorial steps too, which is a major quality of life win. The most critical part, these buffs are specifically designed not to give you a power or a combat advantage over non-reset players. They center around quality of life and smoother progression. You won't get a better gun, but you will get a better looking hat. And in an extraction shooter, that's what truly matters. Let's be real. Are the bragging rights, cosmetic and temporary quality of life buffs enough to convince you to trash all your hard-earned level 20 inventory and skills? What's the minimum reward you need to press the reset button? Let me know. The voluntary system creates a very interesting meta. High-level players who hate wipes can keep their gear forever, but those of us who love the chaos of a fresh start get rewarded for resetting without punishing the casuals. Since high-level players who choose not to wipe will start roaming the map with meta gear, will you stick to a lower tier gear and quiet runs, or will you immediately start running a premium kit to fight them off? What's your launch week risk strategy? And look, if you hate wipes, this is the one system that finally gives you the option to politely decline the gear reset party. You just saved yourself 200 hours of effort. You're welcome. I'm Nolytic, and if you found this deep dive marginally helpful, please consider hitting the like button, as this helps towards the algorithm. And while you're there, why not subscribe? And if you've stuck around this long, why not watch one of my other videos on Arc Raiders Insights? And I'll see you on the Rust Belt.